So the crypto markets have experienced a pretty solid rebound this week, bringing Bitcoin back over $21,000 for a brief moment, and the overall crypto market cap back at over $1 trillion. While there's still several different reasons that have caused this market rally, there's a general consensus on the primary driver for the price action we're getting right now, and we're going to be explaining exactly what that is in today's video. In understanding why the market's going to go up, it's going to help us also answer the question whether or not the bottom for the crypto market is in, and whether or not we may experience another bull market rally soon. Let's get to the bottom of this. Get it? Get to the bottom of this. Real quick, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones are all up this past week. Now, at this exact moment when I'm filming the video, the crypto market cap did fall under that $1 trillion level once again. But for the past week, if we take a look at the gain so far, Bitcoin's well above $20,000 right now. Ethereum is still above $1,500. And Ethereum was even at one point up over 20%. So right now it's still holding about 17% gains in the last week. In addition to that, we'll have other altcoins within the market that have been doing pretty decent. Clayton is up 97%, Dogecoin is still up 27%, Toncoin up 23%, and we're having a lot more green across the board. Now, the current rally in Bitcoin and all the other major cryptocurrencies right now are indicating that we're seeing an increase in market confidence following several key developments. Well, let's break that down. So the key drivers for this price rally, number one is going to be a short squeeze. So around $1 billion in short positions were liquidated earlier this week, and we're going to talk a little bit more on that later, but that's going to be a huge catalyst in being able to drive the shorts out, which are positions that are trying to pull the market movement down. They're betting against the asset. The second reason why we're seeing the market having a little bit more green action is that macro momentum from the economy is starting to turn a bit more into Bitcoin's favor. What this means is that the next FOMC meeting happening in about less than a week from now are showing that many investors are confident that the federal government can now roll out smaller sized interest rate hikes. And as most of you guys know, like the OG jungies, I've been in the development phase of building out a house for about, it's almost like 2 years now. So, we're getting close to that date. And as we approach that, I've been talking to my mortgage loan officer, getting updates on weekly interest rates. And even according to them, although they don't predict interest rates to come out a complete stop and reverse just yet, we are indeed seeing it slow down at the moment. And I do think maybe Q1, maybe Q2, around that time, we could be seeing much better market movement. Now, although earlier this year, I expected for Q4 to be more of a bullish rally, I'm not exactly sure if that's going to play out just yet, but who knows? No one can really predict these markets. It's hard to tell, but as long as we're able to get some recovery happening within the next 12 to 24 months, this is a great time for us to continue investing in the market and being able to spread out our deposits, where if the market does pick up and it happens a lot quicker than people anticipated, you'll be ready and you'll be able to capitalize on those gains, which is free money back in your pocket as long as you are able to realize those efforts that you've made while the markets have been low. Last but not least, macroeconomics are looking a little bit better, but we're going to get more confirmation within the market once we get solidified jobs reports and see where we are right now with inflation coming in the next few weeks. To put the little cherry bit on the top, or the bulgogi on the rice, what we have right now is that we got more word that we have other countries who are now even more pro crypto and they are transitioning within the space. So the UK is now on their third prime minister for this year, and the individual who's replacing Boris Johnson right now is someone who's just been an advocate for crypto, and with a high position like being a prime minister over a country just like this, we're now going to be seeing crypto further adopted in a lot of these different places, which usually means news like this always helps the crypto markets too. Now, before we talk about the next point in this video and answer some of the most popular questions that I'm getting from you guys, let's talk about a message from our sponsor today, by Public. So getting started in investing can be really intimidating, but with today's sponsor, Public, they're here to help. They're an investment platform that helps people be better investors from beginners all the way to experts. Now, in Public, you can buy a portfolio with a wide variety of assets, from stocks and ETFs all the way to crypto and now collectibles and fine art. They have many of the most popular cryptos and are always adding new cryptos to the platform. In addition to being an all-in-one platform, Public gives you important information and metrics for the companies that you care about. Well, this includes recent news related to an asset and even custom company metrics. Say, for example, you want to track Netflix's latest subscriber growth or the number of Tesla vehicles delivered last quarter. With Public, you can follow other investors and share ideas with people like Phil DeFranco, Cody Ko, Shelby Church, as well as over 3 million other members on Public. Through using this app, you're not going to be alone in the investing experience, and you can also join me in the community to see what trends I follow if you search for Brian Jung within their app. Now, for a limited time, I got you a special little offer for my viewers. If you sign up using my code Brian, you'll get up to $10,000 when you transfer your account from another brokerage, depending on the amount that you deposit. See additional terms and conditions in the description box below, and thank you so much for Public for sponsoring today's video. And now back to the episode. So I want to keep today's video just easy, brief, really straightforward, and I want to answer the question that probably a lot of people have, which is, are we going to be in this bear market for another long period of time, or can we see some better growth? Right now, it looks like things are flipping in terms of sentiment at a considerable rate. Even most recently, we had Charles Schwab, who's just one of the largest financial industries, some of the OG players within the game, who came out with a survey, and it showed that nearly half of Gen Z and millennials want to see crypto become a part of their 401k retirement plan. And on top of that, to make things even a bit more better for the crypto market, there's been a saying, which is follow the smart money, follow the whales. We don't need to be exactly as smart as the whales, knowing what they're going to be doing with their moves, but if we can get a little bit of the breadcrumbs that they're able to make, we should be in a pretty good position too. Well, check this out. According to this, smart money is positioned long at a level never seen since 1994. So if a lot more of the heavy players are investing more into the market now than ever, could it mean that they know something that we don't? Could they be prepping for another bull run happening sometime soon? Are you going to be fighting against smart money? Are you going to be fighting against the hedge funds and the large institutions that have made correct movements and they've been playing this game for a very long time? Or are you going to try to go against the grain? I think for us, it's just important to take a look at all the data, but to also realize where we are. With us seeing a little bit of green within the market, please don't get too caught up thinking that the bull run is now imminent. It is always good for us to see a bit more life coming back, but at the same time, it is so important for us to know the trajectory of where we are within this market. Inflation is still not under control. If interest rates are slowing down, they are still moving up in this pace. And until we get inflation under control, I don't think we're going to be seeing this huge euphoric run that we've experienced within the past few years. Also, keep in mind the last 2 years, one of the reasons why the market performed the way it did was just because of all the money that got printed. And we saw crazy times, crazy amounts of money being made, and I do believe that in this lifetime we're going to be experiencing that again, but right now we're still coming off the high of all that money that got printed, and I do think if we have a bear market, which we are in now, it should last for a lot longer than we've currently experienced so far. But regardless, the important thing to do through these market times is to continue dollar cost averaging, to continue putting more money into the market. You don't have to invest a lot. If you're at a point where you're like, okay, you know what? I've put so much money in there and I don't know what's going to happen next with my bills going up, the interest rates going up, and maybe you have a large purchase, slow it down. It is okay to pace yourself when you're unsure of the future. Just ask yourself this. If the markets went up and the bull market started in a week from now, would you have FOMO? Would you have regret? I think if you have any type of strategy in the market where it's like, okay, you know what? I won't even invest a lot, but I'll do something, and you're acting on it, you're gonna fight the odds of having that FOMO hit you that hard. All right, guys, so I need to wrap this video up here. I mean, for one, just because we covered a lot of the main points, but another reason is like, I'm in this Airbnb in like one of the traditional Korean homes, and the walls are like paper thin. Do you guys hear? Like, I don't know what that is. There's like a speaker playing outside. Listen, if you guys did enjoy today's video, be sure to like it down below. Also, on top of that, follow me over on Twitter, on Instagram, if you guys want to follow me along on our adventure. And last but not least, we have a little bit of a secret message at the end of the video, and that is going to be comment down below private if you guys made it all the way till the end. And on top of that, yeah, just have a great day. I need to see what this speaker thing is all about.